Hi, everybody. So we're continuing. I always say that. We're continuing Chapter 33. We just started Chapter 33. So Chapter 33 is rudders and brakes. I think I went over a synopsis of what we're doing in the first video. In this video, all I'm really doing is deburring rudder parts, right? So each rudder pedal is made of 4 parts, most of which is what you see in front of you. That big old front plate, it's big and it needs to be deburred. So all we're doing is basically we're deburring and then painting and then putting them together. As I may have shown in the last video, so I've chosen truck spray-on bed liner as the cover for the rudder pedals. Why? It's got some good grip. It's a nice thick paint, doesn't rub off. And as opposed to so all the other finishes like powder coating or enamel paint, it can be cold. This truck spray bed liner actually has a little, it's very insulative. So should I ever want to fly barefoot, the rudder pedals won't be cold. I know that's a pretty weak excuse, but that's one of the reasons. Plus it's durable, mostly because it's durable. Okay, so talking about rudders and brakes. So as mentioned before, I'm using the Behringer rudder and wheel system. I like them because they're very modular with their parts, right? So there's 3 different kits. There's a fuselage kit, a finishing kit, and a total kit, which does both. So if you don't want to buy the entire kit at once, you can just get the fuselage one, then you can get the finishing kit one later, which is nice. That's what I did. My only gripe is that Spruce shows the regulator valve for the anti-skid, or as close. When I say anti-skid, that's as close as we're ever going to get to ABS. Basically, just regulates the pressure between the two. So when you push on the brakes hard, right, one brake isn't getting more pressure than the other. Like I said, that's as close to ABS as we're going to get. It shows it in the picture, but it doesn't actually sell it. So I've got to find a place that sells it. But except for that, I don't care. The plans are great. The only problem with the plans is it shows the master cylinders being built, and when we get to building them, I'll show you what that's about. But it just shows them built, and you look down, and you're like, huh, this isn't near the size. I hope me putting them together so that it looks like this is correct. It's not non-intuitive. It would just be nice if there was one extra page going, okay, take part A, B, C, and D, and blah, 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 blah. Plus, all of the hose measurements, because they have specific plans just for the 14. Actually, for a lot of different planes. All the hose lengths are for a tail wheel, not a nose wheel. Right, because it's like, oh, okay, go from this master cylinder over to the left landing gear. Okay, for me to do that, I got to go back towards the center. I got to go down the center tunnel. I got to go out to the left. The plans show it as 15 inches. It's more like 40 now. So, yeah, except for those minor little foibles. Oh, that and the fact that they forgot to send me an entire bag of connectors. It's all good. The brake lines are easy to make. They're not the crimp style. They're basically just the torque-on adapter style, a 3-piece adapter with, basically there's a sleeve, the adapter itself, and then something that fits in between. They call it the olive. It's basically just a cap that holds the vinyl of your brake lines in, and once you torque that whole thing together, it basically makes an airtight seal. Right? Because it's either that or get an expensive crimper, so that when you're done, you can do your 2,000 PSI test and all works. But I'm happy with this. So yeah, in the next video, I've just been deburring. Apparently I'm helping up with the club plane. In the next video, we're going to keep working on these. We're going to be priming, and we're going to be putting these pedals together, which is awesome. And I'll explain how we're doing that in the next video. So thanks for joining us, and I'll see you soon.